So welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be Joy from Pixar's Inside Out. And in all honesty, it really is important. I can't talk today. It really is important to find the joy in all that you do, regardless of what's going on in the world. And I really wanted to open up with this Pixar series, Inside Out. I already started with Disgust, and I will go ahead and put that at the end if you'd like to watch that after this video that was recorded some time ago. So moving forward, I wanted to go ahead and take a little break and record some of the softer characters. I feel Disgust is a bit of a softer character as well, that also kind of hits a very strong point as well. All the characters have a somewhat sense of, you know, humor to them, which definitely lightens the mood of the film, but also can be something that we can also take note and say, regardless of what I'm feeling, it's okay to embrace these things and still have a sense of humor about what's going on in the world around me. Today, especially in today's world, I feel whether you are on the right or the left, I feel like that sense of that has become very poignant and strong today. I feel like there's a lot of angst in the world with everything that's going on. A lot of people feel angry, sadness, disgust, and very few people feel joy. I have a tendency to be a little bit more dark, I guess, myself. I guess I'm kind of I feel very much a realist when it comes to that, and very much kind of want to critically think things, all things through. And I feel like that can actually kind of hit people in a very raw way. And so I wanted to take a break from some of the harder characters and definitely give you a sense of joy. Now, with that being said, all the other emotions are also very important, because we can't really truly appreciate pure joy unless we have the other feelings as well, which if you watch the film, Joy also discovers that, because she used to have a very hard time with the emotions of sadness and fear and all that. And so, you know, life lesson learned, it's not all going to be about joy, but there are definitely rainbows at the end of the tunnel. And I feel for her, for Joy, she reaches her optimal point when she realizes that it's okay to feel these other emotions, that not everything can be bliss. So with that being said, I'm recording this for Easter weekend, so I didn't want to, you know, come in too harsh at the top of spring, but also to give you a little bit of fun, a little bit of color, a little bit of joy, and a little bit of happiness. So like with all that being said, I'm recording very light videos all this weekend and just trying to keep it fun, even though a lot of topics and everything like that are very serious today. I still tried to find my joy in all that I do and try to stay busy and try to find the light at the end of my tunnel. A lot of repurchases, a lot of things I've been loving, a lot of new things. So I'll see you guys next video. Bye for now. So to get started on today's look, I'm going to begin by taking the Premium Tomato Whitening Mist, and we're going to go ahead and spray this toner on the face. Next, I'm going to be taking the Acure Organics Eye Cream in the Chlorella Edelweiss. This is the Hydrating and Restore. And put this all over the lid. So now I'm going to go ahead and take the BareMinerals Brilliant Future. This is my kind of my brightening serum, my firming serum. Going to be taking the Korres Wild Rose Savage, and they're super deep conditioning. So that is the skincare, just kind of a touch of each. Unless your skin is really dry, you might want to really get that, you know, in there. And now I'm going to be taking the BareMinerals Primetime Brightening Primer, just a pea-sized amount. A little goes a long ways with this. You don't want to waste it. The bottle is like an ounce, so this one goes pretty far to get it right in there in the nose so the foundation doesn't kind of separate or get into pores on the nose and whatnot. Foundation, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. in the Sephora Airbrush Brush Foundation in 56. This is now, it's still sold, but it comes with a black handle now. I've had this since the dawn of time here on YouTube. I've had it forever. I love this brush. Take good care of your brushes, and they're worth every penny. So next up, I'm going to be taking the BareMinerals Hydrating Veil. And this is a great powder because it has water, rice bran, and then it basically just doesn't cause any heavy creasing, which is great if you're seeing early signs of aging. Now I'm going to go ahead and take Well Rested, and we're just going to really get the under eye kind of zone really clean and clear. So we're kind of not using, you know, like a shimmery highlighter to do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder. I'm going to have a little bit of fun and bake the face with petals. This is a little bit lighter than me, and they do recommend it for a blush for pale skin, but I don't see how you could. It's very white. So try to ignore the ridiculous pattern of baking that's like all kind of lightly sprinkled all over my skin. I know most people are a little bit cleaner with their baking. I don't know why. I'm going to brush it off. So I'm just going to go ahead and just leave it, and we're going to focus on the horribly ugly eyebrows. So first I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in Auburn. Giving them a good sweep will keep the eyebrow from getting too dark. So since we have all this fiery balayage in the front, I don't want to have the eyebrows be like too black. The BareMinerals Brow Master Duo Set. This is the gel and comes with the Brow Master, which is sold singularly. Currently the gel is not. Hate to say that. I wish the gel was, because it would be $8, but maybe that's exactly why. So I'm gonna go ahead and comb through those sparse hairs. I like the gel first as well, because it really keeps the brow from looking tattooed on when you're done drawing it. This whole product actually is very awesome and waterproof and doesn't dry out, so it really keeps the brow from looking too harsh. I have gotten some feedback that from customers in person that looks very harsh on me, but I do actually dominantly have clientele 60 and above, so their eyebrows usually are quite a bit thinner. The brow is not perfect, so what I'm going to go ahead and do right now is take the 5-in-1 BB cream in Soft Linen. It's very much the same color as my skin tone, so I'm going to kind of use it as a concealer and clean up the arch. Try not to take it through the brow that we just did, but just to clean up the under so they're kind of even underneath. You don't want them to be too even, as both sides of your face aren't even, because you don't want to actually send your whole face off kilter. But you just want them to very much mirror each other in angle and whatnot. Up next, I'm going to be taking the Stila Matte Metal Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to start off by taking Feathered, which is this color right here, and it's sort of like a light pink. Next, I'm going to be taking Suede, which is that sort of pink color in the middle. If you see a bunch of things in the mirror when I'm holding it up that are random, not cruelty free, I don't live alone. So up next, I'm going to be taking Velvet, and we're just going to go ahead and clean up the brow bone after we've blended out Suede. I know for a fact that I recently took Pink Champagne from Anastasia Beverly Hills, so we're going to refrain from that color. I'm going to be taking BareMinerals True Gold and the Delium Tools Flat Stiff Shader Brush. This is 777. Make sure that your baked stuff is still on, or that you haven't done your face. You don't want this loose pigment all over the face. Next, I'm going to be taking Anastasia Beverly Hills Hot Chocolate, because there is no matte, really pigmented dark brown in that other palette. I'm all holding it up thinking there's a mirror in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that through the outer corner. Up next, I'm going to be taking the Round the Clock from BareMinerals, and this is the shade 4 AM. So this is going to go on the waterline. Up next, I'm going to be taking the shade Bohemian, and this is going to go again on the waterline using the Sedona pencil brush. Or not on the waterline, sorry, right below the waterline. So basically on the outer or the under eyelid. And it'll just give it a touch of something and keep that eyeshadow on all day. And pull on just a little bit more saturation in the inner tear duct. Now taking the Stila, this is the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner in the shade Intense Black, and we're going to get the finest, straightest line possible. Next, I'm going to be taking the Stila Huge Mascara, and this is a very beautiful, very kind of plumpening is a new word, mascara. So now I'm going to be taking Flawless Radiance, which is a fun color, a fun highlighter. It's like a very bright but light champagne. Bright but light. Because a lot of good memories have a little sun, metaphorically and, well, realistically. Start chiseling the cheekbone with it. I hate the gray kind of contour look in person, so I don't really try to seriously sculpt with this. I really do try to bronze, but kind of go in there and slim the face a bit too. Going in with NARS Sex Appeal. It does remind me a little bit of Estee Lauder's Sensuous Rose. Now taking White Russian. We're going to be taking Jean Queen by Lipstick Queen. And that brightens up and completes the look. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.